Good day, guys. Unknown Prophet Fred Watkins coming on with another word that the Father has given for his people. Before I get into it, Eric and I have considered this Thanksgiving meeting, the Thursday live meeting that was scheduled. And I have made this decision. We will postpone that. It was to be a Q&A with maybe a short teaching and communion. But I think that we best move that to taking communion on the first Thursday of December, and then we'll see how the rest of December runs. But as I thought about it, the house that we live in, that I live in, is not that large. It's very adequate, but not that large. And my daughter and son-in-law who live here, I don't know if I live with them or they live with me, but we live together. We'll be having the family over for Thanksgiving dinner. And it will be noisy because there will be myself, my daughter and her husband, their 2 sons with their wives, and their 5 kids. Believe me, I don't know that you would even be able to hear us speaking because it does get rowdy. What a blessing it is. But for those of you who are looking forward to having something to do and share on Thanksgiving, I am sorry, because some of you I know are by yourselves and can't get out, and some of you will not have family with you. I will be praying for you, because that can be a lonely situation. I can only pray that you will get online, that you will watch a good pastor, that you will see some good preaching, and anything else that can keep you from being lonely. But most of all, spend it with the Father, because He above all can keep you from being lonely. So much for rambling. I will bring you now a word that was given me on the 14th of this month, November the 14th, 2025. And I'm bringing it to you on November the 22nd, 2025. And I titled it, Sin Cannot Be Hidden. As I watched the vision unfold, because the Father had said He had one for me, I saw a building come into focus. It was a solid, strong building constructed of concrete, which looked as though it was impenetrable. It reminded me of a bank building I grew up next to as a kid. It was constructed of concrete block, and it wasn't that impenetrable, but to me as a kid, I looked at that concrete block building and thought, man, nobody will get into that. Yet as I watched this building unfold, there was a sudden explosion and a large hole was blown in the side. There was an immediate gathering of military personnel around it, and some began to remove material from the building and pile it outside. A series of armored vehicles pulled up and began to load the material until it was completely recovered and in the vehicles. The scene shifted, and it was of the vehicles pulling into the White House and beginning to unload their cargo. The president met them at the door and escorted them in. As they emptied a vehicle, it would drive away and the next one would drive up and be emptied. The scene shifted once again, and it was back to the building with a hole in the side. There were some who seemed to be trying to remain unrecognized as they had their coat collars turned up and their hats pulled low over their faces. But they were sneaking around the building and into it. When they came out, They immediately tried to fade into the surrounding area without being seen or recognized. Soon after they left, a couple of men came out of hiding and were looking at their cameras and phones and comparing pictures. They both got into vehicles, and again the vision shifted back to the White House, and they were getting out of the vehicles and going into the White House, again having been met by the president. The vision ended. Father said, "Write what I give you, son." The building you saw was an indication of the area of storage of all of the information that they, the enemy, were planning to use to destroy this country and several others as well. They thought they had it secretly hidden so that it could not be found, but I have revealed it to those who need to know about it. I have not only revealed it, but I have made it available to them. They are aware and are about to cause an explosion that will allow them to access it and remove it. The military will be involved in the uncovering and the excavation of the material and the transferring of it to the White House and to those who need to know about it. Yes, they thought they could keep all their secrets hidden, but they did not consider that they are trying to destroy my country and others that I stand for, others whose people are my people. I will not stand back and allow that to happen as long as I have people who are crying out to me and seeking my help. And this country I have claimed as my own. Those who are striving to destroy and gain control for themselves have thought they were working undercover and not being seen. But there is nothing that I don't see. There is no hiding from me. My eyes see it all, and I deal with it in my timing so that I will catch them at the point where there is no escaping what they have done. Those you saw that have taken the pictures and transported them to the White House are an indication of just that. For all purposes, the pictures have been taken and I am delivering them myself. Now I want you to know what is happening and what will happen, and it will get back to those involved. For they have worried many people for a long time. It is time for them to worry before I reveal them to the world and expose what they're trying to do. However, the timing is mine, and I will not release it until I am ready. In the meantime, I will be revealing this to others of my prophets as well, so that they, the evil ones, will know for sure that I am speaking it, but they won't believe it until I start to bring it about. To them, I am only a name on paper and a legend in a book, and that is all. They are about to learn just who I am, and to start that learning, I will cause them to begin to worry and have fear, and they won't even know why these stories they are hearing are causing it. It is time for them to suffer for what they have made you, my people, suffer. And in that, I am also giving them a chance to turn to me and make things right. Yes, I will still accept them, and I will take them into my kingdom if they will come to me and confess and turn from their wicked ways. You see, as angry as I am with them for what they have done and are doing and are trying to do, I still have a love for them, for they are my creation gone astray. However, I am a righteous God, and I will allow no unrighteousness into my kingdom. I will not have you who love me walking in eternity beside one who has been and is an avid liar and sinner, causing many others pain, and who has not repented. If I allowed that, I could not love you the way that I do. That, my friends, is the Father's word to you. I don't know when he'll bring this about, but as he says, he has all the pictures. He knows exactly who is doing what. There's nothing that doesn't escape his eyes. And those that think they are doing everything in secret and sneaking around simply do not know our God. God bless you. I will be talking with you again on Wednesday, God willing, and the creek don't rise, although it is about to rain. I don't think make the creek rise, though. God bless and I love you guys.